Come on in. Come on in. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What is really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to another episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, man, I'm glad to see y'all. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. On this particular topic, you can disagree because this particular show, well, let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. Sports talk, the way we talk, y'all see it in the title section. Sports talk. I was just talking to a fellow YouTuber today about maybe we should do he's a huge Michigan fan. Shout out to Marcus from Back of the Bus podcast and everything like that. Maybe we should do a show together in regards to Michigan. He's a huge Michigan fan. I'm a huge Georgia Bulldog fan. We getting ready to tee off against one another. So, but in my mind, for over 10 years now, I've had the idea of doing a sports talk show. So I'm gonna go ahead and, speak it into existence. My idea. So if somebody do it, y'all heard it here first. Sports talk, the way we talk. And basically, it's a sports talk show from a fan perspective. Not from the analyst perspective, not from the former jock perspective, not from the journalist perspective, but just from us as fans and everything like that. Show being shot in the living room, coffee table and everything like that, kitchen in the background, food, sandwiches from sponsors, food from sponsors. Yeah. Something like that though. So this is I will call it what I want to call it. My pilot episode. My pilot episode for Sports Talk the way we talk. Yeah, come on, man. What we gonna do is, because I ain't do it yesterday. Baby girl took it to the airport for her to go back to mom and everything like that. Dad, miss you, girl. Definitely enjoyed you being here for those 10 days and everything like that. Shout out to mom. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, I didn't talk about the Georgia Alabama game. And if you're rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? If you know me, grow me. Sharing is caring. And if you know me, you know I'm a huge Georgia Bulldog fan. And you know good God, Jesus. you say I did that. My takeaways from the game, because everybody had a lot to say and everything like that. My takeaways from the game, aside from the fact that we lost, I think that's fairly obvious. Georgia presses. Georgia presses. And what do I mean by that? Alabama walked into that game a one-trick pony. They quarterback. And he had a Heisman Trophy moment. That's what they needed for him to win that game. And he did it. I mean, listen. I'm going to go ahead and tell True Shane Devil. Listen, I can like Georgia all day. I picked Georgia by 10. Because honestly, Georgia should have won by 10. But what wound up happening that this game turned the way that it did? This just me. Outside perspective. I'm just a fan. I can like what I like and want to like what I want. But there's a difference between being a fan and being a fanatic. Watch this. You a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You say, okay, we playing Baltimore on Sunday. Okay, rivalry game. There's a chance we can win. Because there's always a chance. It's just whether or not you like them chances or not. And sometimes, guess what? You cannot like the chances and be pleasantly surprised. I'm sitting up here like this. Lamar is a one-trick pony. If you don't let him beat you with his legs, he's not going to beat you with his arm. He'll do enough damage to convince you that he can beat you with his arm, but you don't let him beat you with his leg, he's not going to beat you with his arm. All you got to do is stay disciplined. Understanding when you playing football, when you play defense, unless the offense is just sorry, you're not going to stop them every play. You're not. The goal is not to win the battle, but to win the war. What Georgia started doing was they started worrying about winning the individual wars as opposed to winning the battle. This is me talking to Kirby Smart, Georgia fan base, my fellow Georgia fans, and the Georgia players. You are better than Alabama. You are. But Alabama is better than the teams that you played. You can't get hung up on shutting down Alabama like you shut down everybody else. You just got to focus on doing what you've been doing all season long. And it wasn't because you were shutting down people. You weren't focused on shutting down people play after play after play. You were focused on limiting people play after play after play. And there is a difference. There's a difference. Alabama scores 1 touchdown. Okay. You already know that running game is non-existent. The thing should have been was Alabama's going to have to beat us running the football. They're not going to beat us throwing the football. What you said all season is nobody's going to beat us running the football. They can't run. Make them beat you running the football. You should have sat back in zone coverage. Now watch this. To the coaching staff, y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all been doing it all season. You know what you're doing. You overcooked the grits. You felt like you had to play the perfect game. No, you don't have to play the perfect game to beat Alabama. You don't have to stop them every play. Sit back in zone. If you the corner and you got outside leverage, have outside leverage. Don't care whatever lined up in front of you. And this is me saying this to you as a fan. You got outside leverage. I have a saying, don't get caught guard empty grass. Too many times, y'all were caught guard empty grass. Outside leverage, that means they don't get inside. You should not care what they do, what they run. You should always be close to the receiver. You got outside leverage. That means you got inside shoulder responsibility. I don't care what look you want to give them before the snap of the ball. Before the ball gets in Bryce Young's hands, you got to be inside shoulder technique. And you got to say to yourself, I got it. I got the outside. Look at the receivers. You're looking at the quarterback. The receivers are in front of you. I'm saying this to you as somebody who had to get on the field by knowing the game. I didn't get on the field because of my athletic ability. And you guys got it in spades. You also got what I got, a high football IQ, which is why you've been performing like you've been performing all season. Make that dude beat you front. He want to sit in the pocket. You got a nice pass rush. Play your game. He don't want to throw the ball short. He don't. Know something about a quarterback with an arm. They don't want to throw the ball short. That's not their natural tendency. Everything else is intermediate to deep. Thus, you can sit on their routes. That's their tendency. Yes, they'll throw it short to get you to come up. But you need to know that's not what they want to do. And they're not going to do that the whole game just to beat you. Ain't nobody running the West Coast offense in college football. They not. Keep the safeties over top. They're going to make some plays on their offense. They're going to make some plays. Now, I talked about the defense. Fellas, y'all got the defense. Y'all good. Y'all are. Just don't press. And that's what I mean when I say press. Sometimes it ain't the physical aspect of the game you need to overcome. It's the mental aspect of the game you need to overcome. Case in point, look at your offense. Well, hell, fellas, what y'all expect him to do? And when I say he's Stetson, he playing from behind. People want to call him a game manager. You know what? I don't like that title because every quarterback manages the damn game. If you're not managing the game, usually you wind up losing. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. This guy's been terrific. He adds an element to the game that honestly the other quarterback doesn't have. And if you ask me which quarterback I want the one that's got wheels. Now, what do we do? To a degree, you got off schedule. But we know how this is going to play out. Alabama is looking for you to use the run to set up the pass. Now watch this. I get it. We got a nice, healthy stable of running backs. But there's only one running back that concerns Nick Saban. Right. you got to use him. And why does this particular running back concern Nick Saban? Because this running back puts him in a huge matchup situation whenever he lines up as a receiver. Every other running back you put into the game tips the defense that you either you gonna hand the ball off to this dude, or you throwing the ball to somebody else. This ain't the dude who you got to think to yourself, okay, I got to play honest as a defense, because if he line up outside, I got a linebacker on him. And watch this. Georgia, if he flanks out and it's a linebacker on him, you got the matchup that you want. If it's a cornerback on it, that means the linebacker is on a receiver. Thus, you got the matchup that you want. Now you just got to look from the blitz coming from that side. Why? Because they know they effed up. They got to send the blitz from that side. Why? Because it's open right there. Stetson, if you want to take off running from that, you be like, you know what, man, I ain't even finna throw this ball. I see what this look like. I'm gonna take off running. The design run. Alabama knows there's a design run. You must first, damn, making them respect Stetson. I wouldn't even call no running plays for Stetson. Know why? Let him run on his own. Don't call no design runs for Stetson. Alabama's looking for that because they know he can do it. No, let him use his legs, in much case like Bryce. Stetson, yeah, you don't like it, take off. What? Yeah, you don't like it? You see a lane now? Man, take off. You ain't got to sit there and hold that ball, wait for that thing to open up like that. You don't like it? Say to yourself, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Peace, I'm out. That's what Bryce did. Are we really thinking that Bryce is a better runner than Stetson? No. He's a better thrower than Stetson. That much is clear. But that don't mean he's a better quarterback than Stetson. We just ain't putting no Heisman hype around Stetson. And honestly, watch this. When was the last time Georgia put any Heisman hype behind anybody? Todd Gurley? Right. Sports talk the way we talk. I'm at the 12-minute, 20-second. Marcus, hey, hopefully we can do, you know what, actually, I'm not going to say hopefully because that's like trying to wish something. I'm going to go ahead and speak it into existence. Y'all be on the lookout for myself, Marcus, and yes, an attractive young lady who knows something about sports. That's what I'm saying. Sports talk the way we talk. I'm going to keep doing this. I love talking sports. I actually do. And we can agree to disagree and everything like that. But this is just from a fan perspective. It's not from an analyst perspective. It's not from an expert perspective, journalist, former pro sport. Nah, this just me just on the outside looking in like, hey, man, I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Peace.